Hello, 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 my beautiful descendants. Today is the freaking day. It is absolutely amazing. We are now in season 1 of the first Descendant. This is crazy, and this video is going to be absolutely massive because there's just so much content that they've added. And funny enough, I was doing a recording and I realized I was not recording audio the entire time until I was almost done with the video. And so here we go, round 2. Let's see how this goes. Either way, so the first set on the update is the new descendant Haley. Haley Scott has now entered Albion, and she is our second chill descendant, so that will be very interesting. Haley's skills, she has of course the passive 3 skills, and then her ultimate as well. If you guys want to know a little bit more about that, I did do a video about it. So go check that out. By the way, if I am coughing, I am so sorry for that, but the cough is coming back pretty heavy, and I can't do much about it, but I had to get this video out because it's a freaking first day. Let's go. Either way, so to get Haley, it's a bit different than how the other descendants are. With most descendants, you get her cells, her stabilizer, her core, and then her data. As you may have noticed, this is not a bug, but you have to get 36 cell blueprints, stabilizers, spiral, and then her main data. And you're like, 36? What the heck were these people thinking? Like, what were they thinking, huh? Like, that's gonna take freaking forever. Now, hold up a second. Just hold up. There's a little bit different on how you get Haley compared to the other descendants. So the reason why it's 36 is because you can get these by doing the new invasion missions right here. And so, while doing the invasion missions, it's 100% guarantee you get 1. Now, if you do it faster, you can get up to 3. So, once you get good at it, it only really takes 12 runs to guarantee you the thing. And you're going like, well, how do I know which ones to go? They have it right here. Haley's Enhanced Cell you get from Kingston Hard. Haley's Stabilizer component you get from Vespers Hard. Her Catalyst you get from Agna Desert Hard. And then her Data Chip you get from Agius Hard. You can these also push a little bit further in. You can get the Agna Hard from this one as well. Echo Swamp Hard from the Chapel. So yeah, there's certain missions that you do got to run for it, but they do make it like I said, quite easy because they tell you what it is. You know where to go for it, and in the game it should tell you as well by you pressing F if you're on keyboard, mouse keyboard. I don't know what it is for controller. But that way you can run it, and like I said, the faster you run it, the more chips you can get up to 3 max, or at least 1 as a 100% chance. So it shouldn't be too bad. 36 at most, 12 at the lowest for running this, and you will end up having here once you collect all the side material stuff as well. So not too bad, not too bad. It makes it a lot easier than going it by chance. And so as for the next one, we're talking about the invasion dungeons themselves. So these things are crazy. There's 2 on the Infiltration Operation Hard, and then the Disrupt Invasion. Oh my gosh, this cough is terrible. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. But either way, so you can choose to play either the Invasion Operation or Invasion in a dungeon where the invasion event has occurred. Invasion dungeons can only be played solo, so unfortunately, you can't be doing these in groups. You have to do them by yourselves. So that will mean it takes away the random factor, but at the same time, it means you have to strategize a little bit more because it means all the enemies are going to be focusing on you since it's just a solo run. While the number of entries isn't limited, you will no longer be able to enter the invasive dungeon once you've acquired all the Ironheart particles while obtained by clearing the dungeon. So Ironheart particles is a new thing. I'll read about it a little bit later on. But there's stuff you kind of get doing side quest. Again, you'll see what I mean later on. Invasion dungeons have unique mechanics for each Fulgus Legion, requiring different strategies. So with the Legion of Immortality, the phase separation vial blocks the entrance, and it nullifies all attacks. You need to overload it to shut it down, defeat enemies, and feed their artificial brains. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Into the quantum computing unit, unlock the entrance while the phase separation vial is done. The Order of Truth 1, you must survive explosion from the Inversive Energy and Ancient Arc. Remove mounted tumors from the arc piler and identify its symbol. You must match the ancestral drone that matches that symbol after surviving the explosion, which I'm not exactly sure if it's just a radius thing or you actually need to survive it. If you do, Ajax would definitely be a good one for this one because of his shielded stuff, but we'll see when we get into the game. And so that's how the Order of Truth one. The Legion of Darkness, you must disable the encrypted system sealed with inversion energy, climb the central control unit, and identify the trait of the arc tile. With the guide's help, occupy arc tiles of the same color and decode the encryption. This kind of reminds me of that one thing where it does a little pattern, like blue, red, green, and then you have to go find blue, red, green, to match it kind of thing. At least that's what it sounds like to me. Again, we don't really know until we get in there. Clear invasive dungeons to acquire gold and Ironheart particles, and then inversion reinforcement XP. So that's a new thing right there, is the inversion reinforcement XP. You can also get iron particles by doing this as well. You don't necessarily need to do the side quest out in the world, but you can, so it's a little bit different. So the inversion reinforcement thing. So this is an entirely new system. This is where you do your inversion reinforcement XP stuff. So you can check the inversion reinforcement from their their inventory. Acquire Ironheart particles to level up your inversion reinforcer. So you can get these by doing the inversion missions or by doing the side stuff out in the world. And these are all the different things that you can unlock and activate details. These are the ones that shows these are the ones that are active. As you can see, click there. So there are 5 different level types, basically: hunt, attribute, recovery, survival, and season. Season's kind of a weird one. I don't really know what that is. The rest of them are very self-explanatory. When you learn all 4 effects of the same line, so all 4 effects of the same line, the line's collection effect will be enabled at all times. So see, learned all 4 of those, that one's immediately activated. Learned all 4 of those, that one's immediately activated. This one you only got 2, this one you got 2, that one 0. You do not get those effects. These ones will automatically get activated as soon as you learn all 4. So good to know. You can enable and use 3 of the inversion reinforcement effects you've learned, as you can see right here. And then you cannot enable 2 effects of the same line simultaneously. So they have these 3 activated right here, but you can't just go click that and click that. It has to only be one on here. So you unlock all 4 to get this permanent, but you can only choose one of that row to actually use, and you can only choose up to 3 by the looks of it. So very interesting. So technically this person has 5 effects because they got these 2 and then they chose these 3. So to choose how you want to use your descendants. You cannot and then the inversion reinforcement effects are applied to all descendants. Inversion reinforcement will be reset at the end of the invasion season. So there are seasons for this. It will get reset. You have to re-unlock it over again. It's kind of like a battle pass in a way, except there are effects for your invasion runs. And they will work for all descendants. So it's not like you gotta choose buy certain ones to work for certain descendants. It will work for everybody. So that you just kind of gotta work with how you feel or how you play and stuff like that. So added the collect Ironheart particles task to the hard difficulty field. So if you've done the main mission, you unlocked hard mode. They have now Ironheart particle missions that you can do out in the field, like defeat the elites in Kingston on hard difficulty. Doesn't say what mission. You just got to go beat up 20 elites and you get 450 Ironheart particles. So these are the side missions I was talking about, and you can end up doing these to get the particles as well if you to help get started on your invasion XP and stuff before you go do invasion missions, so you're not just coming in there bare bones. And then so that is a very nice thing to have as well for people that are struggling getting first into their invasion ones. It will allow them to come in with some XP, some levels, and some abilities before they even start learning the invasion stuff. They added some new modules to Luna's modification modules. Holy crap, I cannot speak. So Singer's Mercy, which is a bit more a support one. This one will place speakers and grant buffs to allies near the speaker. And then Aggressive Melody, which, as you can tell, is more of a group offense style mod. This one will change your passionate stage and delightful stage to increase the firearm damage and weak point damage. This will be really good if you have a very strong weapon to use. You want to get that extra firearm attack and weak point damage and just shred anything in its sight. Also help with the Colossus fights as well. So that would be a very, very good mod if you want to push for boss fighting right there. And then that one would be more for support. So Battle Pass changes. The Season 0 Battle Pass has ended and Season 1's Battle Pass has now started. Oh boy, they have really gone with the purple and blue theme on this one. Or Perp Galaxy is what my friend used to call it. But anyway, so a lot of new cosmetics coming into the game. One of them being this little cat backpack. For those of you that come watch the videos or streams, I do have a polar bear coat. At least that's what it looks like to me. On my back, so this one will allow a cat. Why a cat? I'm not exactly sure. Maybe the devs like cats, but you can now have a cat chilling with you as you run around Albion and stuff like that to show off to everybody. I'm not sure the way that cat looks. He's like, bruh, like, why am I here? It's like, why am I here? But you know, he's chilling with us. So hopefully we can keep him safe. Keep him safe. And so the start an invasion season battle supply shop. So this is different. This isn't the battle pass. This is a invasion season battle supply shop. The new invasion supply shop has arrived. The battle supply shop is all free. So again, not the battle pass, but the battle supply shop. So there is a new shop in the game. It's completely free. You level it up, level up your battle pass, and obtain various skins and stuff like that. Acquire Bunny's golden after image body skin and the voltage control mass head skin, and Valby's lifelock acceleration body skin and hydro adjustment helmet head skin. So honestly, the basic skins look really cool. Helmet and for Valby and for Bunny, I don't know how I feel about that. I have to take a look at that when I get in game, but to me it looks like I don't know, it's just weirdly pointed and everything everywhere. Like, that part looks cool, that part's just that's throwing me off. I get it's supposed to be Bunny, but it's like, bruh. So, I don't know, we'll kind of see about it and whatnot, but overall, the main body skins look quite nice. I'll kind of have to see cost, which will probably be like $750 to be honest, but they also have all these other added products, a bunch of it for Haley, because, you know, she's new. Milk tea makeup, what the heck. They added a Lepic infectious agent skin, a Eugen skin, an Ajax MK Dominator 2 set evolving skin. So Ajax is the second one to get an evolving skin. First one being Bunny last season. Now it's Ajax. A twisted warship female event skin, which is like this weird nun skin. Because I went in game and looked at it. Honestly, I don't know who came up with that idea, but yeah, I don't know if that's gonna get some results with people, but you know, we'll see how it is. And then they added some Colossus skins, so if you want your descent to look a little bit more like Deadbright or the Executioner, you now can buy those skins. Now it's just like the Dino skin from Season 0, and for those of you that don't know how it works, you buy the skin for a descendant. Like, I buy it for Viessa, but if I want it also for Lepic, I have to buy the skin a second time for Lepic. So you have to buy the skin multiple times if you want it from multiple descendants. Now, I get it. It is kind of stupid. Why buy the skin? Why do I have to buy the skin multiple times if I want it from multiple descendants? Unfortunately, devs got to make monies to keep the, you know, power running and the bills paid. So that's kind of how they decided to do it, unfortunately. You don't have to buy it from multiple ones. That's just if you do. And yes, it is a little bit stupid, but, you know, it is what it is. They got to make their money somehow since this is a free-to-play game. So, if you don't want to buy it multiple times, but you do at least want it once, find that descendant you really, really, really like, buy it for them, and then that's your pay for the day. They also added the Albion Fire Brigade set as well, which is also for multiple descendants. Honestly, I can really see this for maybe your water descendant like Valby, but honestly, I would really use it for like Lepic, since he uses fire and whatnot. If I was gonna get the skin, I don't really know yet. But the skin does look nice because you do look like a fireman in that. They also added gentleman. You know what? You guys can say how you want. I don't know how to say it. Male event skin for the males. So they have a female one and a male one. They also added 10 types of paints. I'm not even going to begin to try to say some of these because gosh, I cannot say them, like glossy, caressive pink. Good gosh. So they added some new paint in there as well for those of you that like painting and customizing your descendants a little bit differently. So we're moving on to the hot fixes. One of the biggest ones is they added visual hints on the scans that you do to help. They also added chat messages as well, which is really cool to help locate encrypted vaults. For all of you that don't know how to the locations of encrypted vaults, I only know where they are on Vesely, Fortress, and Agni Desert. Besides that, I have no idea where encrypted vaults are technically located, so that's actually quite nice to help people find them. And so that should help out as well. One of the big changes they have right here is replaced missions and hard infiltration operations with more combat-oriented ones. So they ended up replacing a bunch of them with like extermination, annihilation, collective extermination. So it's a lot more like kill heavy versus you just sitting there waiting a timer out because it's a defense one, which this is really nice. Like this right here is like, we're gonna rejoice on this one because there'd be so many ones where, especially the ones where you just gotta like sit there and if multiple you are in there, it goes faster. But almost nobody does that. It'll be basically you sitting there or that one person sitting there while you and everybody else go out and kill everything, and it takes so much longer to like speed run the thing, all because like no one's sitting in the thing to make it go faster. It's like, bruh, come on, why? But it's all right. So changing them to extermination ones will make it go a lot faster since everyone likes to go out to kill anyways, and rather than just sitting there doing those defense kind of setups. They've also increased the XP completing hard infiltration operations by 1.5 times percent. And then they increased the XP on defeating monsters and normal infiltration operations by 1.5% as well. This should be helping a lot of people that are having a lot of trouble gaining XP. Honestly, for me, I just change my descendants as I do different activities, so that way the XP kind of comes up. But a lot of people literally just run like 1 or 2 descendants to run the entire game, and then they just want to build up one descendant to do like bossing and stuff, but they don't want to like grind at the XP. And they're like, well, I have to do this 12 times to max them out for boss. I'm like, well, yeah, but if you do them for some of the side missions and whatnot because you have good guns, then it shouldn't be that hard. But not a lot of people do that because, you know, everyone plays differently. So this should help them gain XP a lot faster through doing these operations and stuff. It's a very nice boost in XP. So another big thing they have done with the scanner thing is when you're doing missions, you can do your scan and it actually shows a path showing which direction you have to go. This helps a lot for like people that get lost in some of these ones, falling behind, when AFK for a second and don't know which way to go. Just do your little scan, the thing will show you which way to go, and you can follow it. To me, this is a lot better than just having the freaking giant blue arrows plastered on the wall. It's like, hey, dude, go this way. So, yeah, honestly, this is a nice quality of life change as well. Monsters will no longer target players who are not participating in the missions. Oh my gosh, this is amazing right here, because you like, I'm sure everyone has experienced this where they're doing a mission but someone else is doing a different mission next to them, and those missions just randomly aggro you for some apparent reason, and they'll just dart after you, and so then all of a sudden you're fighting the monsters in your mission while also fighting the monsters in someone else's mission. And you're just like, why are you targeting me? I'm not even doing that mission. What the freaking heck? And so you just get jumped by a bunch of bosses on a bunch of monsters and get down, and you're just like utterly mad about it. But either way, so that's a very, very nice change right there. It also should help the people where they're like, where did my monsters go? Like, and it turns out they're just chasing someone else like all the way across the freaking map. And you're just like, sigh. And then story dialogues will no longer be repeated in hard difficulty missions. As a result, hard difficulty missions will not play additional voice lines and subtitles. This is actually pretty nice because since I completed the main one, I actually turned voice audio off because a lot of the missions that I'm repeating, I'm just tired of hearing the audio over and over again. So that's actually quite nice to have. I can actually not just keep the audio on and just run missions just fine, rather than, okay, turn it on because I'm doing main mission, turn it off because I'm doing a farm kind of thing. So that's a nice change as well. Change the immunity mechanics of certain named monsters to shooting weak points. So as you can see here, I believe it's more of a weak point one than actually shooting the orb balls, which is an interesting but nice change as well. Increase the berry hit range of named monsters. Players will no longer be teleported when joining large-scale outposts. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. So I don't know how many of you actually know, but there's a couple like outposts where like if you join it midway, it just all of a sudden just instead of you going like, hey, you join the outpost, you can start fighting, it just instantly teleports you to the person that's in it. Why? I don't know. I don't know if it's a bug or what, but I've only seen it ever in outposts where it just rips you to the person when you join, and it's just like, what the fudge? And it's like, I get it, if you join a mission it kind of does it, but in this one, and you're just walking into the thing to initiate it, and why teleport you, I don't know. So that's a huge fix to help with farming those outposts. Increase the gold reward of completing hard difficulty large scale outposts by 3 times. That's a huge win as well. We will take that because gold is insane in this. Just like in Warframe, you need a stupid amount of it because you need gold for everything. I mean everything. You will sit there and go like, oh, I have 28 billion gold. Cool. And then you make a couple things, and then all of a sudden you're just broke. And you're just like, oh my gosh, I gotta get more gold. Why? Like I'm to the point right now because I'm just building so many things that I literally have the backpack that increases gold drop rate. Rather than having a backpack on for like defense or shield or HP and all that, because I need the gold. So I have that on to just constantly be dropping me extra gold. And even then, I'm still like on the verge of like, I'm about to go broke. Like, I'm about to be a broke descendant out here, man. Oh, it's so bad. But so that's a nice change. Get some more golds. Improve the routine so that shards required for void fragments can be used on the fusion reactor in the same battle. Wait, improve the routes. Oh, okay, so improve the routes. That made it a nice. That's nice. That's nice. More than double the amount of shards obtained in what? Dude, no. I wish. But I cry, man. The amount of farming I did to get these, I was doing this literally last night too. I was farming this because I needed more bullets, and now they just doubled it. That would have saved me so much time. Well, that's how it is for us people that come in the early game. We're out here in the trenches, man. We're out here in the trenches. And they're making the game better for future people, which is fine. It's good because that means new people coming in won't be as frustrated. They'll stick around longer, and we can build up a community in this game a lot smoother and everything. But dang, us early people, we were in the trenches, man. It was tough out here farming these fragments. But now that it's doubled, it should make it a lot smoother, a lot easier to farm these up. We could do more void runs. It'll be a lot easier. For future runs and drops, that'll be a lot easier. So, you know, that's a huge win. We will take it. But gosh dang, man, we were out here in the trenches of getting these things. Alright, so change the monster types to spawn locations in certain void missions. And then removed the starting requirements void shards of void fusion reactors and added required void shards to the research devices that appear in the fusion reactors. Holy fudge. And it made improvements so that only one type of shard is acquired when using the original device to avoid. Dang, that's crazy, dude. There's so many nice changes. Holy crap. Reduce the time to interact with the devices. Some reconstruction devices now expire 10 seconds after all participants. Dude, that's crazy, because that way you don't have a billion balls running around all over the place because it takes 5 minutes. That's just nuts. That's just crazy. Okay, so the UI changes. They've made it so you can now have multiple slots on here. I'm not exactly sure how this works yet. I'm gonna have to go in and mess with it. But now you can have multiple spots in these slots. So now you can have your farming build with your bossing build, rather than just trying to find middle ground or which one you want to do. Do I want to make this just a bossing person or just a farming one? You can now kind of have that, send it work both ways. Now, does it cost extra catalyst? I'm not 100% sure, but you know, we'll figure that out as we get into the game. It's apparently a fixed issue to allow multiple socket types to be assigned to a single module socket. I'm not exactly sure how that was an issue, but you know, it is what it is. The socket type applied to the loadout settings 1 can now be used for settings 2 and 3 as well. I'm not 100% sure what that means, but it says select the socket type to assign to the module slot. You can only select the socket type that has been assigned before. Not 100% sure what that means, but again, we'll figure it out as we get into the game. For slots with multiple socket types, the socket type can be changed from the select menu. Each socket type for loadout setting 1, 2, and 3 can be changed, so they all may differ. Fixed issue to allow dismantling of equipment during combat. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Fix the issue to allow. That's crazy. The amount of times you were like trying to dismantle stuff and you couldn't freaking dismantle it because you were being attacked was crazy. Because this right here is the best part of this update right here. Oh my gosh, we've been talking about this since literally day 1 of game release. And the fact that they finally added it in season 1 is insane, because now you can like dismantle stuff while in combat, easily get back into the fight, rather than I have to run all the way over here, wait for my aggro to disappear, then dismantle it so I can get back in the fight. Easily dismantle, get back in the fight, quick and easy game. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let's go. Added dead zone settings to the game controller options, made improvements so that the previous fusion reactors to display the quote. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, you can make multiple now. Let's go. That's huge. And then they've done a bunch of freaking changes through here. Filter through all your junk. Makes it a lot easier. But when you're first setting this up, this is going to suck. Once you get it set up, this is amazing. Good for dismantling stuff, but holy freaking cow. Ooh. And so they made improvements to allow the ability to select equipment. Change the display icon. So yeah, all these have changed now. They look kind of weird. They're gonna take a little bit of getting used to, but honestly, I kind of like these. So the reason why these are a little bit better than the old ones, because one, it's easier to tell what's what. When you get in there, and two, it's based off the weapon. Because again, I went into early to check it out just because I was making some stuff and I didn't really know about it until I saw the update. I was like, oh snap, today's the update day. Like, woo! But some of these is literally just like have a sniper in the class versus like, oh, I'm like one of them was like have subs in the class. So instead of just you having to go between Thunder Cage and then go and have the freaking Python, it's just have a sub. They're both subs. It works out. So having those ones will be freaking massive. But it's like, yeah, have a slope in your inventory, have an assault rifle inventory, have a sniper in your inventory, rather than just like, oh, it's a Python or a Thunder Cage or Greg's Revenge or Secret Garden. It's like you just got to have the type of gun versus the name of the actual gun, which will absolutely be a massive for with trying to switch between the settings and everything. You don't have to have as many reactors and stuff, and you can clear a bunch of those old junky ones out. On top of that, they made these so it's a lot easier to tell what they're good for. These ones are good for HP. These ones are good for shield. These ones are good for defense. Rather than you having to always hover over them to figure out what's what, you can just look at the symbol and know exactly what they're good for. Absolutely another W. The devs are freaking on top of everything, I'm telling you. And then they changed some external component icons as well. They've also made it where you can hover over the box and see what you have the most of. Red or orange being weapons, that being reactors, that being external components. So you kind of see where you have most of your items in here, so you know what to clear or check first if you need to clear some space. They've synchronized the amount of own equipment, to inventory, improved the map to show the location of records needed to be found when progressing the Senate-related quest. That's nice. That's very, very nice. Made improvements to adding and tracking on a tab. Improved. Dude, holy crap, look at this. They made it so much easier to look at the mission details now. That's absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh. Descendants, Jaybird fixing issues. Oh my gosh. Freaking Blair got a huge update. So did Ajax. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. So they fixed an issue where some stats were not reflected in Jaybird's turret. Improved Jaybird's turret sync when equipping modules. Blair got massive. Holy crap. Everything's improved or increased. Ignorant skills that now increases the critical hit rate of the number. Increase Blair's flame zone skill damage. Increase the damage dealt by Blair's burn. Made changes so that Blair's extension skill no longer retrieves flame zones. Oh, dude, that's insane. Because that means you could use that and still keep the flame zones out there while getting mana back. That's nuts. Improved taste of aggression. Improve the MP heal per flame. Dude, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Them changes, man. Look at all them buffs. And then Ajax got some buffs as well. I didn't even think he really needed buffs, but dang, they gave this man some buffs. Increase Ajax orbital barrier, increase the ratios. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. So Ajax, Blair, and Jaber all got massive buffs. You can have it paused right here to kind of read it all because oh my gosh, the changes are insane. Equipment, change the forward piece to select, optimize, bug fixes, send it, equipment modules. So yeah, that looks like everything. So yeah, this is a super long video. So sorry about that, but man, season 1, part 1 has come out swinging, and dang, they came out not only with a bunch of content, but a huge, and I mean a massive amount of quality of life changes that are gonna better make it easier to understand, build, and good for all those new people coming into the game, and all of us that are still in the game help us cruise by a lot easier, because a lot of these issues we've been complaining about since day one, and the fact that they are actually fixing them, they're listening to us, is very good news for the future of this game. Either way, hope you guys did enjoy this. I'm sorry for it being so long, but if you did, don't forget that like button and subscribe, because I will be posting out more content. And later on today, I will be streaming this, so come check out the stream. Come see the new content and everything, and maybe even come join. Till then, I'll catch you guys all later. Phoenix out.